At one point in our lives, we've all been victims of our circumstances. We've all been victims of our environment. We've all been victims of our lack of knowledge, of our ignorance, of our parents' ignorance. And if we keep moving on without forgiving ourselves, our environment, and our parents, it will really tell on us along the line, because it will make us despise our environment, our parents, and ourselves unknowingly, which will breed some kind of hate towards them and blame. But you don't know, but it is there. Our mind is very, very funny and can be tricky. This kind of feelings are in our subconscious mind. It does not need to it does not need to always be there, but when it sees something that will trigger that thought, it will come up. So what you need to do is now consciously search deep within yourself. This is a level of introspection where you sit down and you look at situations in your life that did add up to who you are today, but you don't like. And you look at the people that were guiding those situations and how you can forgive them. Because when our parents were raising us, they were doing it to the best of their own knowledge and ability. Yes, they were ignorant in some things, and you growing up now that you have control over your life and you see something they didn't do right. But anytime you think back and you be like, Komodi, it was because of, anytime you put that blame, it was because of that spite is building in you. So you first have to forgive them because they didn't know better. If they knew better, they would have done better with you. You forgive them for that. Then you forgive your environment. You look at your environment. I shouldn't have grown in this environment, or this environment played in this kind of role in my life that delayed me because of this environment. The moment you still look at that, that is where people grow up and they dislike the environment so much. I don't want to go back to it because there are a lot of trauma, there are a lot of trauma afflicted memories and scenarios that they've attached to that environment that triggers them. So you need to forgive your environment because the environment is the product of the people living in it. That means as you're forgiving your environment, you're forgiving the society, the people there, because they didn't know better, their ignorance. Now you've grown your knowledge to a level and you know better, so you should forgive them. Then your own self, there are situations you stayed that you were not meant to stay. You were meant to stand up for yourself, stand your ground, but they bullied you and you didn't know better, but it happened to you because of your ignorance. You have to forgive yourself. That is the real one major step you have to take into healing your trauma bonds, into healing your trauma, the traumatic experiences you have in your head. Because if you've not been able to forgive yourself, there is no way you can say you want to fully heal and bask in the glory of who you are becoming.